Y'all hear the music, y'all know the melody, so y'all know what that means. It's PPP time. And shout out to Carla Jenkins for sending me this story involving Linebacker Built. Yes, that is Linebacker Built. That is not EJ Johnson. So today, what we will be addressing, besides Linebacker Built, obviously, is it has come out that Symone Sanders is reportedly hurt for being passed over for press secretary. You mean she's just now hurt that happened? And to be quite honest, I called it. When she had got passed over for that position by that palm-colored woman, who I forget her name, and I'm sure they're going to mention it in the article, I said Symone Sanders is just putting on a brave face right now because she doesn't want to come out to look like the angry black woman. But to be honest, it's there. We've already seen it from her. She just she hasn't gone full fledged. Well, she kind of did when she literally did her linebacker tackle last year. If everybody remembers that, the whole world probably felt it too. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this article. Symone Sanders, a senior advisor to Vice President Harris, was reportedly hurt after being passed over for the White House press secretary job, according to a wide-ranging Washington Post feature on Sanders and her fiancé, DC Director of Culture and Nightlife Sean Townsend. Bakari Sellers, a civil rights attorney and mutual friend of the couple, said Sanders was quote-unquote stung after Biden ultimately chose former Obama Communications Director Jen Psaki for the press secretary job. Sanders worked for the presidential campaign of Senator Bernie Sanders in 2016 before becoming an advisor on President Biden's 2020 presidential campaign. Townsend echoed Sellers' sentiment, telling the Post she was definitely hopeful that she would have that opportunity. She thought all that buck dancing and talking about black people, especially black men, the way that she did, was going to get her and secure her a job. It got her a job all right, like literally in the back of the damn bus or wherever, the basement or wherever they put her at, the dungeon. Her and that other chick, I forget her name. Sellers said Sanders spent a lot of capital as senior advisor to Biden's 2020 campaign, frequently being asked to defend the candidate when the campaign had a problem with the black community. Notably, Sanders defended Biden after he told radio host Charlamagne the God, "If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or for Trump, then you ain't black." Now listen to that. She went out there as a black woman and defended this man after he said that, and she assumed that was going to retain her blackness, and he overlooked her big black ass and gave the role. Sorry about that, someone's calling me. And gave her position that she thought was rightfully hers to somebody else who was palm colored. She did all of that and still got the shaft. Let's see, what else are they talking about? Notably, I read that. The remark was widely criticized. Nevertheless, Sanders took to Twitter to defend her candidate. And she said, Vice President Biden spent his career fighting alongside and for the African American community. It needs to edit. It should say Vice President Biden spent his career fighting against the African American community and not to our benefit. He won his party's nomination by earning every vote and meeting people where they are, and that's exactly what he tends to do on November 1st. And she wrote that on May 22nd, 2020. These moments were not few and far between, Sellers told the Post. They would send Symone out to take those bullets and then to be passed over that hurt. So basically they sent her out to be the shield. I mean, well, look at her. She's not even a shield. She's more like a fortress of sorts. And to those out there who are probably listening to this and getting upset because I'm talking about her appearance, stay mad. Be as mad as you could possibly be. Be so mad that you damn near get an aneurysm. Because this chick right here disrespected black men a couple years ago when Uncle Luke basically gave his opinion about Kamala Harris down there in Florida, and she came out and said that black men don't have a right to speak when it comes to politics, as if we just are dumb or dim-witted when it comes to political talk, and as if she's the person that should be speaking on it. Well, look, she did all of this, and look at where it got her. All that mouth, Symone, and look at where it got you. In the silent room, where you have to be quiet. Now you take orders from people that didn't even do all of the stuff that you did. That's the funniest thing. Everybody, did and played their part. She overextended her hand, and now she's working for the same people that weren't even trying to get her position, but they gave it to him anyway. I mean, when you think about it and look back at that image of all the people that got those high paying positions or those high ranking positions, most of or all of them were white women. And they put her and that Karen Jean-Pierre and that other chick in the dungeon. And I'm glad that happened. That's what her big mouth ass gets. Always talking shit. Sanders made it known both privately and in her recently published memoir that she was interested in the press secretary post and becoming the first black woman to hold the job. And that's probably why she wanted the position, not because she was qualified for it, but because she wanted to be the first black woman to hold that position. And I think I echoed that statement before too. Last week, Psaki made headlines when she said she plans to step down from her role as press secretary next year. And I bet you this one right here gonna come in like the giant from Jack and the Beanstalk talking about some fee fi fo fum. I'm coming for the leftovers. I think it's going to be time for somebody else to have this job. In a year from now, or about a year from now, she told David Axelrod on his CNN podcast, The Axe Files. After Psaki's disclosure, Sanders told the Post that she was happy where I am and with what I'm doing, adding, "It is keeping me very, very busy." Well, it needs to, because we are tired of seeing your face and hearing your mouth. Townsend said Sanders was incredibly grateful when she received a call from Harris to join her team at the White House, adding that she was in tears. Okay. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't care about Linebacker Built being or feeling some type of way. It is what it is. I don't care. As long as we don't have to see or hear her mouth or hear her voice, I'm fine with that. Keep her just away from the cameras, please. That's all I ask. But with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.